And today I wanted to sit down and show you guys my favorites for the month of July? So is it the end of July? I think that's right. I think that's correct. I just choked. Okay. Hey, hi, hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful, amazing, fantabulous day. Today I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about the most wonderful products that I found in the month of July. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't test out and try out a ton of products this month, and most of these are makeup favorites. So that is what we're gonna start out with, because I've actually tried a decent amount of makeup, but when it comes to everything else, some of them are old favorites, some of them are rediscovered, and a few of them are new, but I didn't try out a ton of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off with makeup, starting with foundations. And I haven't actually worn like foundation much this month. I tried out a new one today, which actually might show up in my next month's favorites because I like it a lot, but that's just a first impression, so we can't put it in a favorites video yet. And I've been really getting into Korean BB creams because they have that mineral sun protection. All of these actually are mineral sun protection, meaning they use zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, but they're tinted and they have a decent amount of coverage. And I've been kind of rotating through 3, and if you told me that I had to choose one or you were gonna cut off my arm, because all of them are really, really good. It just really depends on what you're looking for. So this one is the Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream SPF 42. I have the shade 23. When it comes to these guys, all of them are really gray toned, I'm not gonna lie. All 3 of these, I do believe, also only come in 3 shades, which is a little bit disappointing, but here's my thing. I just put out a video on whether or not beauty is inclusive or not. If you want to watch that, you can click right up here. I'll have it linked up there for you guys. But that is when we're talking about America and USA, because we have a very diverse range of people here in America. And would I like to see Korean skincare and makeup brands be more inclusive? Yes, because I hope that they're figuring out that America is starting to know more about their products. However, if they're only catering to the skin tones in Korea and somebody in Korea can go into a store and find their shade within those 3 shades that they have, I think that it could be okay for Korean brands to only release 3 shades, because there's not as diverse of a population in Korea and in Asian cultures, because they're not built off of immigration, if that makes any sense. So all of these do only have 3 shades, which is a little bit disappointing to me, but like I said, they're all amazing, and if you can find a shade, I say absolutely 100% go for it. This one's the Missha BB Cream. Amazing, incredible, I love it. This one is the Purito Snail Clearing BB Cream SPF 38. I really do like this one as well. This one is a little bit warmer toned. It matches me a little bit better. Like I said, these guys, all of them are relatively gray toned, which is really interesting to me. They all like work really well because my skin tone is weird. I think I've told you guys that before. My skin tone is kind of that awkward off shade where I can never find my undertone, so this gray tone actually does work for me pretty nicely, but I also really like having a warm tone on my skin, so this one works really well too. And then the last one is the Mizon Snail Repairing Intense BB Cream SPF 50, and this one also has a little bit of a warmer tone. I have the shade 23 in this one and the shade 27 in this one. All of them work really well for me, and so I really can't choose a favorite between the 3. Next, I've really been getting into the Collab No Flaws Under Eye Concealer in the shade Peach. This I would not classify as a concealer. I put this under my concealer kind of as a corrector, and I have never tried the Bobbi Brown Peach Corrector, but I imagine it would be like this. This shocked me with how creamy it is. It is so nicely hydrating and creamy and beautiful under the eyes, and it brightens up those dark circles so well. It is amazing and incredible, and I can't say enough good things about it. Moving into powder face products, the next one, this is a little bit of an older favorite. This is the Fenty Beauty Bronzer in the shade Indecun, I think is how that's pronounced. This is one of their lighter shades. The shade that's a step down from this actually works a little bit better on me, but this one is so beautiful and gorgeous and just natural looking on my skin tone, which I absolutely love. I'm covering it because I don't want to blind you guys with the reflection of this packaging, but I love this so much. It's so soft and blendable, and it's so hard to mess up with this one, and I've been digging into my collection a little bit more this past month or two, looking for products that I have from Black creators, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a ton. I wish I had more, but the ones that I do have from Black-owned beauty brands or Black creators are really, really good. So I'm gonna skip over a couple of steps for a second. This is another one that isn't a Black-owned brand, but they did collab with one of my favorite Black creators here on YouTube. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette. This is not what I have on my eyes today, but I have been using it a little bit. And as you guys can see, this palette is catered towards deeper skin tones. I am telling you that right now. If you have a lighter skin tone, you can absolutely make these shades work. But I have found that I've kind of struggled to make complete looks with this palette because I like having a cream, like a light creamy shade. I like having a couple lighter transitions. Like the transition shade that I have been using in here is Ginger, and that's dark. And so there aren't really like transition shades, but I've created some beautiful colorful looks with this, and I've also created some really pretty bronzy looks with this, and I've absolutely been loving it. It kind of makes me look like I'm gonna take my best friend told me this. It makes you look like you have like Vogue bruised eyes. So like if you gave yourself a black eye and then were on the cover of a magazine, that is what I've been able to create with this palette, and it's amazing. So moving backwards a little bit, because I had to talk about that palette really quickly, but the CoverGirl Cheekers blushes I've been so in love with. I cannot believe that I didn't find these sooner, because I have watched Emily Noel since I was like 12, and she has talked about these forever, and I just never got myself to buy them for some odd reason. But these are so good. I have the shade Soft Sable is the one that I've been absolutely obsessed with. That's the one that I have on today. I have a couple of other shades, but this one is absolutely gorgeous, and more people need to talk about these because they're incredible. So I do have a brow product to talk about, and that is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. This is not a brow gel like you would normally think with a wand. This has a doe foot applicator, and it's super weird to apply, but it's something that if I'm wearing makeup like I am today, I'll swipe it on and then fix it up with a brush. You have time to work with it, which I love. However, if I'm just doing my brows and mascara that day or something like that, it's also really easy to just use this and put it on and fix it with your hands. And I have a couple of brow products that I try to do that with, and it ends up all over my face. And so to have a brow product that is that easy to work with and that stays on for this long, because let me tell you, if I didn't wash my face, this would be on for a week. But it's one of the best brow products that I've ever used, and I don't have to set it with anything else, and it just stays in place, which is so nice, especially now that I've been wearing glasses at work to protect my eyes, and any other brow product that I use smears off on my glasses, and this doesn't, which is incredible. So I do have a mascara to talk about as well. This is the Cerulean mascara, the Cerulean Blossom mascara, I think it's called. The tube just says mascara, so I don't really remember the name of it, but it's the sister company of Babe Lash, whatever their mascara is. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys know that I talk about this all the time. My lashes are so incredibly difficult to work with. So when it comes to this mascara, I like it a lot, don't get me wrong, but Here's the thing, I use this mainly as a mascara primer because what it does is if I'm not wearing makeup, it's beautiful. It looks great. It makes my lashes look great. But if I'm wearing eyeshadow at all, you will not see my lashes whatsoever. They'll be nothing. They'll disappear with this on. And another thing I have to say about this is this wand is crazy. And it takes a while to get used to. But using this as a mascara primer instead of just a mascara, I've noticed less flaking, less lashes falling out when I rinse my mascara off. It's easier to take my mascara off. And so I absolutely love this as a mascara primer. It's formulated with peptides and a bunch of different oils, so it's going to hydrate your lashes instead of dry them out like a regular mascara would, and it's amazing as a mascara primer. But as a regular mascara on its own, unless I'm not wearing any makeup besides brows mascara and chapstick, I wouldn't go for this. So kind of last up in the makeup category before I talk about like tools and lip balms, which could fall into skincare. You guys may or may not know this, but I am not a lip gloss person. I've always hated lip gloss. I don't like that it sticks to my hair. I don't like the feel of it. I don't like that your lipstick wears less time. I don't like that your lipstick gets all over your coffee cup. I just don't like lip gloss, and I never have. However, for those of you that have ever seen the show Kim of Queens, it just recently got fully put on YouTube, and so I have been binge watching Kim of Queens, and I have probably rewatched that show more times than I can count, and it has only been on YouTube for like a couple months. And so anyways, she has this saying whenever she's getting her girls ready that she wants their lips to look like they just ate a juiced pork chop without any utensils, and so I don't like the feeling of lip gloss. I don't like the aspect of lip gloss as a whole, but it is a really beautiful look. So I've been getting into lip gloss a little bit more, and the Sexy Mother Pucker lip gloss by Soap & Glory is so pretty when you put it on top of anything. I have the shade in Rose and Shine, and it's so pretty when you put it on top of literally any lipstick. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I first tried this one, I despised it because this is a plumping lip gloss. And for those of you who have ever tried Too Faced Lip Injection and you think that that one burns, you are going to hate this because it feels like if you mix peppermint oil with cinnamon and like 40 bee stings and put it on your mouth. It hurts the first time that you try it. But if you get the proper amount on, it can look really, really pretty. This is what I have on today, and I've gotten to a point where I barely feel it, so I really don't have any problems with it anymore, and I think it looks really pretty. So next I'm going to move into a makeup tool, and I've always been a huge fan of super fanned out separated lashes, so I've always used lash combs, and this is the Tweezerman lash comb. I don't know if you guys can see how sharp and pointy these things are, but they're really sharp and pointy. So I had a Tweezerman lash comb when I was maybe like 12 or 13. I had it for a whole bunch of years. It ended up that these little bristle things started falling out, and I was like, well, if one of those falls out in my eye, I'm gonna go blind. So I stopped using it. I used a couple other ones. I forgot how incredible it was to have this little snatch in my life. It's so amazing at separating the lashes because these things are so sharp. I'm not gonna lie, this is dangerous. You poke yourself in the eye with this and you're going to start crying. Your eyes are gonna hurt for a week. So don't poke yourself in the eye with this because this is like literally stabbing your lashes with a whole bunch of safety pins. That is literally what this is. But it works so well. This is the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer, And this was a product that I got in a Sephora Favorites kit. This is just a mini. I am getting the full size of this, I promise you, because it's something that I got it at first. I was like, oh yeah, that's hydrating, that's nice. And I just kind of pushed it to the back of my collection. And then I actually started using it because I have a little keychain that holds my lip shit. And I put this in my lip shit holder and I started using it consistently, and I realized that it is gorgeous because it's not necessarily clear. Like when you squeeze it out, it looks clear, and I thought that it was clear for the longest time, but it has this baby pink sheen and sparkle, and it just makes your lips look flawless. I don't know how it does it. I don't know what kind of magic little sparkle dust they put in here, but it makes your lips look so perfect, and I want it in my life forever. Okay, I am finally done talking about makeup now that it has been entirely too long and I've been screaming, so I apologize if you're wearing headphones because I probably made you deaf by now. Moving into skincare, like I said, I haven't tested out a lot of skincare, but this wouldn't be a favorites video if I didn't talk about sunscreen. So I do have a couple sunscreens that I've been absolutely obsessed with. First off, the Bare Republic's Mineral Tinted Face Sunscreen Lotion. This is an SPF 30. It's a mineral sunscreen like it says, and it's tinted. This does have a very light tint, so if you have a deeper skin tone, it's not going to work for you probably any deeper than me, if I'm going to be honest, because it is a teeny tiny bit light on me, but I can get it to blend in really well. This texture reminds me of the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen, but without the chemical filters, which is just, that's enough said. And then the next one is a mineral sunscreen powder. You guys know that I love my Tarte Guard SPF 30. However, I've had a lot of problems with that applicator, with the powder stopping to come out for some reason. I don't know if mine is defective, but it's not wanting to come out of the applicator. Maybe I just need to clean it, but for some reason it stopped working. So this one is the Sunkill Natural Mineral SPF 46. This is a Korean one, and it has a puff instead of a brush. And also, what you can do with this one that you can't do with the Tarte one is you can actually completely twist this puff part off and just have a loose powder, which is really nice if you want to use your own brush or your own puff or sponge or whatever. And this one does work really nicely, and I just like having a mineral powder SPF to touch up with throughout the day because I wear a lot of makeup and it is impossible to apply cream sunscreen over makeup. So you guys know how much I advocate for mineral sunscreens and Korean sunscreens here on my channel. I'm not a fan of US chemical sunscreens because of their effects on the ocean and marine life. However, when it comes to protecting your lips from the sun, I have given up on trying to find a mineral lip SPF because it's so hard. First of all, they're not made very often. So I've tried making my own, I've tested out a whole bunch, and I simply cannot find one that doesn't make me look like I'm about to walk the streets. That's all I have to say about it. So I've given up, and I do use chemical SPFs on my lips because here's my reasoning. Because you guys know that I don't advocate for chemical sunscreens, but when I really thought about it, first of all, most of the time I'm not swimming. I don't swim very often, and so I don't really worry about it getting into the water. And also, when I am swimming, how much of an effect is my lip balm gonna have on marine wildlife? Because when we think about it, how many lip products do we eat as women? Most of this is probably going into my body, not the coral reefs. So the two that I've been using is the Aquaphor Lip Protectant Sunscreen and the Blistex 5-Star Lip Protectant Sunscreen. These are both an SPF of 30. They both work really well. I keep one of them with me on all times because They're both really hydrating and they both protect my lips from the sun, and I can't find a mineral SPF that doesn't make me look like a hooker. Now that rant is over, I'm gonna go ahead and move into hair and body. So for those of you that don't know, and I don't think that many of you know, but I have extremely dry, dehydrated hair. Like, my roots will get oily, but not often. Like, if I want to, I can go a week and a half without washing my hair and it'll look like this. So my hair just like does not produce natural oils by itself, and so I use oils on my hair. And the ones that I've been absolutely obsessed with is the More Hair Care Growth Serum. This one is a very lightweight dry oil, which I really like because I just put this in the ends of my hair and hope that it helps a little bit with breakage. And then the other one that I absolutely love, I already have a backup on hand, is the Reza Be Obsessed Black Diamond Oil. This one is formulated with a bunch of bougie ingredients that I'm not going to tell you about because it's irrelevant, but it feels really nice, and both of these smell amazing. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to fragrance in my skincare, I like to keep it in under 50% of my products. When it comes to fragrance in my hair care, I am obsessed. I love having fragrance in my hair care, and these both smell so good. So I absolutely love them, and they seem to keep my hair nicely hydrated. As far as those go, you guys know I don't really know very much about what ingredients are actually going to make your hair healthier. I just know what feels nice for my hair. So those ones I really do like. And then when it comes to body care, the moisturizer that I've been using lately is the Hemp Bronzing Moisturizer. This is just a white cream lotion that uses dihydroxyacetone to give you a gradual tan, because you guys know that I advocate for sun protection like a mother trucker on this channel, but I do still like the look of a tan. I always have, well, I have not always liked the look of a tan. When I was little, I wanted to be white. We're not going to talk about that, but in my past like 5 years, I've really enjoyed the look of a tan. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So this one, using dihydroxyacetone, maybe it's not the best for your skin, but it's a whole heck of a lot better than UV damage and cancer. So I really enjoy this. It doesn't give you the darkest tan in the world, but it looks very natural, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it does get you darkened gradually. So it's not like you're going from Caucasian to living in Africa in a day, you know, and I really do enjoy this. Okay, so we're down to the last two products. This first one is a cologne, actually. This is actually classified as a cologne, but this is one that I found at CVS, and this is the It Makes Perfect Sense line, and it's inspired by Marc Jacobs Daisy. And so I don't know if I really talk about fragrances that much ever, but my two favorite scents on the entire planet are Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb and Marc Jacobs Daisy. However, I am not willing to spend $120 for perfume. It is not going to happen. So my boyfriend, the sweet little nugget that he is, he actually got me Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb for Christmas, and I love it so much. But I still love the scent of Daisy. This I found at CVS. It's not exact, but it's so similar, and it's $9. So I have been using this non-stop, and it's so nice. And it actually lasts a surprising amount of time. I put this on at 6 in the morning yesterday, and I could still smell it at 6 o'clock at night, which is insane for something that's this affordable. And then the very last product that I have to show you guys is a hand sanitizer, because we're in the middle of a pandemic and I have a bougie hand sanitizer. This is the Touchland Power Mist Moisturizing Hand Sanitizer. I have this in 3 scents. I have Forest Berry, Watermelon, and this is the Aloe Vera scent. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't use these all day long, because if I did, I would go through one of these every single day, and there's no way in heck that I'm going through $12 of hand sanitizer a day. It's not happening. So I have my little hand sanitizers that I refill with a giant hand sanitizer, and then I use these ones towards the very end of the day when my hands are getting really, really dry and I feel like they're about to crack, because these ones actually, I do not have any issues with them drying out my hands whatsoever, and it's so nice. And they're a spray too, which is really, really cool, and that is awesome. I just think that that's intriguing. I don't know about you, but I think that that's cool. And this one I really like because it smells like a man. That's something that Kathleen Lights has said as well. She's right though. This smells like a man, but like in a good way. The other two smell like super, super fruity. The other two actually smell really similar. This one smells so good, and I don't know what other way to put it besides it smells like my boyfriend's cologne. So maybe that's why I like it so much. But anyways, those are all of the products that I've been absolutely obsessed with this month. Let me know your favorites down below in the comments. If you would like to watch my last video, you can go ahead and do that right over here. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, which I urge all of you to do because we have fun here, you can go ahead and click right over here, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.